Howdy, how's it going? Welcome back, or howdy if you're new. This is the BEITONG Zeus 2 Elite Wireless Gaming Controller. This is going to be pretty much the end-all, be-all controller by the looks of it. Is it? I don't know. We're going to have to find out. You know, I'll keep it real with you. If it sucks, it sucks. If it's good, it's good. I'm going to do an unboxing on this video, and then I'm going to do a week worth of testing, and I will come back and tell you exactly how it feels, how it operates, if I've had any issues with it, or anything like that. But I really wanted to show you the features, show you the unboxing, give you an idea of what you're going to get for your money, because this thing is quite expensive. It comes in currently around $139. It's kind of crazy, I know, but I think it's going to blow away this Xbox Elite Series 2 controller, and they're coming in about the same price point as well. I'm going to compare side by side, just visually, aesthetics, feel, fit, and finish, and kind of give you a side by side comparison so you'll know before you buy of what to expect. Now, one feature that I've really been strongly for and always spoke highly of is these adjustable triggers on the back. And that gives you a reduced distance for travel on your triggers. So if you're playing a first-person shooter game, you don't have to press it all the way down to initiate those triggers. You can shorten that distance. The other thing I really like is the tighter joysticks. You can actually control the tightness of these. They're hot swappable. You can swap them out. And then you can also swap out this D-pad for a more rounded one as well. You can also hook it up to the computer and customize it in software to adjust the curves of the joysticks and so on. But that's pretty much where the features kind of end. There's a few back pedal buttons and things, but let's set that aside for now. We'll do some more comparisons as we go through. And oh, side note, thank you to all the channel members. You guys are the GOAT. You're the OG. Here you go up here. Much love as always. You guys make stuff like this happen. I really appreciate it. So we do have the Ally, by the way, all put back together that I had gotten in the trade. We've got the clear one here. We've got the purple one here. Both of these are rocking the handheld DIY backplates. You guys know these are my favorites. We are going to do a cooling tip video, and I'm going to show you why this piece of paper could be hurting your temperatures. And we're going to dive into a cooling video next. So as soon as I get done filming this, I'll try to work on that cooling video. Oh, and if you haven't noticed, watch this. Boom. Look at that. We have a new desk thanks to Flexispot. Thank you guys so much. You guys know I loved my Flexispot chair. I reached out to Flexispot and said, hey guys, I really need a new desk. This desk is terrible. What can you do for me? Can you hook me up with a desk and I'll tell everybody about it if it's good, and if it's not, they're not going to hear about it at all. Well, this thing is a banger and it deserves a full video. I'll be diving into it later, but I just wanted to kind of toss that in there because this thing is a freaking beast, man. I love this desk. All right, unboxing, enough shilling. Bam. Nice box, by the way. It's very solid. It feels premium, feels retail. Although I have no idea what any of this stuff says. I don't speak Chinese, but we're just getting into it. Okay, so first off, feel, fit, and finish. It feels very premium. It has these rubberized grips on the back for your grippers, and you've got your set of back pedal buttons or back paddle, whatever you want to call these things. They're customizable, and look at this, adjustable triggers. And all of these switches, by the way, are mechanical switches. Like your mechanical keyboard has mechanical switches. You have tons of things that can be hot swapped on here. You can hot swap these. You can change these out. Your little buttons, all of that are really customizable. You've even got some more buttons over here. And let's dive in and show you some more of these features. What you get is a USB-C cable right here, and it is braided, just like the Xbox Elite Series. Braided cables are a massive win. You guys know they last longer, they feel better, they look better, and they're just tougher. So if you got kids, that'll do you right there for a really long time. So you can replace the joysticks, you can replace the D-pad, you could change the vibration adjustment, the lights. You can also change out these face plates as well. Look at that. So I don't know if they're going to be selling face plates, but you could paint that if you wanted to really customize it. It's just really cool that they thought of stuff like that. So if you take that and want to sand it down and paint it green, or even do some clear green acrylic paint, that'll give you a cool look as well. Lots of options here. So we'll set the manuals aside. And then over here is some of the options for the joysticks. Now you got different links. So if you like a long boy or you like a short boy, you got it covered. Or if you like a medium boy, you got it covered. They'll let you swap it out with whatever. Now in here, interestingly enough, let's see what we have. We have 3 different types of buttons. We've got A, B, X, Y, B, A, X, Y, and then we also have A, B, X, Y. But the difference between this one and this one feels more like a traditional controller. It's more quiet. It feels more like an Xbox button. And that one's more clicky. It's more like a gaming keyboard. It's really like the same exact type of switch. Now the benefits of that are more rapid clicks. You're gonna have a much better positive feel coming off of these buttons. So if you're playing fighting games and you want to keep spamming that button, you'll be able to do that. I like that. Same with all the rest of the buttons. Everything is very clicky. Now, you do got this AI button. Now, I'm not going to talk about the AI features yet because I know nothing about them, but I do know this AI button is supposed to be pretty cool. But like I said, these can basically be programmed to different key functions. It's basically like an all-in-one shortcut for different things, and I haven't played with it yet. I haven't played with the controller at all yet, but I'm just showing you what it can do. Now, you have a wireless function right here for this little dongle, and this will allow you to play it on a computer that doesn't have Bluetooth. So you could do it like that. If you have USB, I would really recommend USB. You get better latency, but we'll try to see if we could test the latency with that. You also get different types of these hot swappable D-pad. So if you want a more rounded, I gotta fit that in there just right, more rounded D-pad. Oh, it only goes in one way. Okay, well that's cool. So if you want a more rounded D-pad and rolling it like that feels really good, you've got that option. Got a heavier weight one right here, reference it there, and that changes the feel of it a little bit. I like it. It's metal, it's really cool. So we'll put this back on there. Now, as far as everything else, you see the switches, you see those. Now, let's see how to get this off of here, because that was the main thing I wanted to know, is how do you get that off? I think you probably have to take the faceplate off. Yep, you got to take the faceplate off. You got to press that like that, and you can swap these on the fly, just like so. Super easy. Very, very simple, very straightforward. And there you go. And I think this honestly is an amazing controller, just on the feel and fit and finish. And comparing it to the Elite Series 2, it's like a clone when it comes to the size. There are hardly any differences in height or thickness. It feels really, really, really similar, except the buttons feel more responsive, and I like it a lot better. We've got profile options, we've got our headset option. There's just so much that this thing comes packed with, and I can't wait to really do some deep testing of it and tell you if it's worth $139. I don't know. You know, that's up to you. Now, if you are looking on Amazon and you are willing to save a buck or two, there even are used options under $100. So maybe somebody bought this and they didn't like it. Hey, they probably sent it back because they just couldn't figure it out or something. Maybe it didn't work the way they expected it to. And you could get a deal. I see one right now for 93 bucks. I'll try to screenshot it above. That would be a good way to get this thing and try it out for cheaper and not have to pay that $140 price tag. It's very expensive. price tag alone would probably scare most people off. They're like, oh, I don't want to pay 140 bucks. But look, I'm here telling you, based on the feel, fit, and finish, I think it's worth it because I play with this controller right here, and it's good, but it doesn't have near the amount of features that this thing right here has. So already I'm sold by it. And the joysticks are really nice. I think everything about this is just kind of over the top. It's probably a little bit more than what most people are going to need. So yeah, this controller is a monster. I definitely think I'm going to enjoy playing this. If you have any comments, if you have any questions, anything you want me to try out, that's really what I'm here for. I really want to know what you guys think, what you want me to look at, what features would matter to you, what questions you have, because I want to go through this thing and make sure I give it a full deep dive. With that out of the way, I thank you guys for watching this video. You guys are the GOAT. You are the OG. I really appreciate it. Now, moving back into handhelds, this would pair really well with handhelds, but I'm still working on the video for this 1X player. It's been a little bit of a delay because I've had some other projects going on in the background. I had to work on the Ally and swap out that little controller board. We got it. But next up, we're going to do some cooling mod videos, and then we'll probably put that out after that video. I don't want to kind of rush things. I really want to make sure that they're well thought out and I have all the information, especially when it comes to a review. My observations are merely my observations. You may be looking for something different. That's fine. But consider this as an option. Thank you to BEITONG for sending this over. I really appreciate it. Anytime something is sent over, it does not impact my review. It does not impact my observations. Just like I think the price is kind of high so far from what I see. It doesn't impact my decision on how I'm going to frame this review. If someone sends something, I'm very appreciative. I will be honest and I will give them the best chance possible at making it fair and unbiased and giving them the best shot possible. But as always, I will keep it real with you guys. I'm not told what to say. I make sure all my reviews can go through without prior approval, and I make sure that you know the truth up front so you can avoid any headache possible. Well, that is the end of the video. And I thank you guys so much, and I can't wait to show you what I've been working on. Can't wait to give you the office tour. I finally got this whole desk set up. I've got my desktop set the way I want it. I've done so much here in this little spot. There's a few more little touches that I want to finish, and I want to make sure it's really clean and organized and not as messy as it is now, because it's still kind of messy. Okay, well, I'm out. For real. For real, for real. No bamboozle. I hope all of you guys have a good afternoon, good evening, or good night.